Hey everyone, it's Jenna with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of October 12th, 2025. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Each sign will have its own video. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any or all of them. Also, keep in mind that this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Pisces, saving the best for last. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of October 12th, 2025. Tarot card of the week, the Devil. I haven't seen this come up in a long time. What boundaries need to be created in your life when it comes to a toxic situation, environment, or connection? All right. So if you have not seen this before, this reading, this is not what you don't see coming. The tarot card of the week is a reading that I do for all 12 signs for the placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And the idea of this reading is that each of these cards has a question on them, except for the Eight of Wands. That's the only card that doesn't. But anyway, each of these cards has a question on it that Source, Divine Universe, whatever you call that other entity, wants us to really ponder, really go within and do the introspection needed to consider this question, so we can find the answers within us in order to move forward, so we don't get stuck or stagnant. So it's a little bit like a weekly homework assignment, if you will. So tell me why the Devil card here is the tarot card of the week for Pisces. What boundaries do you need to create in your life when it comes to a particular toxic situation, environment, or connection? Tell me more about this here. We have the Three of Cups. So it could be in regards to partnerships, friendships, community, family members even. Tell me more about this here. Let's get one more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. Five of Cups, and the Sun. It's a lot of threes in this reading, so I think it's going to be super specific. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. What is this person crying over? Three of Cups. I got the Devil. The Devil. I have the Knight of Wands. I think you need to be honest with yourself. Pisces, this isn't going to be everyone's reading. This is specifically for those of you where you are involved in a third-party situation. And third party can be anything. It could be you have another person. It could be your person has another person. It could be that there's someone meddling here in your connection, whether that's a friend, family member on your side or a friend or family member on someone else's side. Sometimes the Devil card could represent patterns or other toxicities like drugs or conflict resolution styles that are toxic in nature. There's definitely a level of toxicity here in a connection between you and another individual. And I think you need to be honest with yourself about it, whether it's on your part or their part. Tell me about let's just get three cards on the threes. The Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three Cups that are spilt there. I think you need to be honest with yourself. Tell me more about the threes here. Thank you. Seven of Swords. Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. Meditating, contemplating, and being honest with yourself about some level of toxicity here that's occurring in a connection in your life. And the Page of Pentacles. Be honest with yourself about this. This is going to be a super specific message. Either you are creating a third-party situation in your relationship or your person is. And I feel with the two Devil cards on the table, it's habitual in nature. So you have multiple people or your person has multiple people. Someone here, either you or they, are acting in this connection like they're single and independent, and they're inconsistent in this connection because they are entertaining other people, another person maybe, or other people. And I think you need to be honest with yourself. Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Lovers. There's another party here at play. If it's not your reading, check out another placement. But either you're creating the third party or your person is. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. Someone's in a partnership here and they're acting like they're single. They're acting like playboy, playgirl energy here. They're not single. They are in a partnership. Tell me more about that person. One more shuffle here. Thank you. It's a collective general reading, so it's either you or it's them. King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. You're either the King of Wands or your person is. Someone here is breadcrumbing the other in this connection, and that's the truth. And it's either truth you don't want to see or it's a truth your person doesn't want to see. But there's third-party energy here at play in this reading. And it's being done from a place of ego. Whoever's engaging in it feels like they have a right to. It feeds their ego. So if it's your person, it feeds their ego to have you and have one person or multiple people on the side. Or it's the other way around. It feeds your ego to have your person and have a person or multiple people on the side. Tell me about the Sun card. Tell me about the Sun card here. There's something here about being honest about this. Honest with yourself, that this is what you're doing. You are, again, only if you're the one engaging in it, this is being honest with yourself and saying, yep, I've created third party here. I have my person and I have another person, or I have my person and multiple people, and it's hurting my person and it's hurting these other people. And I need to heal this third party wound within me. Why am I doing this? And I need to make a choice then, because we saw the Judgment card. We need to make a choice. What Two of Cups are we going to go with? The person I'm with or the other person? You need to heal the third party energy. And if it's not you engaging in third party, it's you looking at your person and being honest. Because if that's the case, I think you've been sticking your head in the sand and not wanting to see this about your person. This is like, la, 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 I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that they're spending money on someone else or texting someone else or visiting someone else. I don't want to see it. I kind of know it's happening, but I don't want to acknowledge it. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, Pisces, because if it's your person doing it, you're kind of giving them permission to do it. Meanwhile, you're not okay with it happening. So why are you allowing them to treat you this way? So either way, there's a third party wound here that needs to be healed. Whether you have actively created it or you are a victim of it. There's something here about being honest and saying it's happening. And this is the role I'm playing in either creating it or allowing my person to have created it and to sustain it for this long. Why are you allowing them to treat you this way? So I'm going to get you 3 cards of advice here, Pisces, for those of you where you have created the third party. I think for most of you, it's your person. I got to be honest. But for those of you, let's get you 3 cards of advice now for Pisces where it's you. Let's do that first, okay? If it's you, you've created the third party, you have your person and another person. 3 cards of advice here. Thank you. 7 of Cups, looking at those options and choices that you have in love. Temperance. And King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. Making the judgment call to decide which one that you want. Which one offers you the level of stability that you're seeking in terms of partnerships, not in terms of financial stability, in terms of emotional stability. And making the decision here to say, I'm going to move on from third-party situation. I'm selecting this one individual, regardless of what has to fall away in my life, and I'm going to just be dedicated to that person. So it's looking at those options and choices, making that fair assessment about which one offers you the emotional stability you seek, and then letting the other one go. Now, for those of you where it's your person engaging in this behavior, and you kind of know about it, excuse me, well, Death card showed itself. You kind of know about it and you've sort of been, sticking your head in the sand. I don't really want to have this conversation. Let's get you 3 cards of advice for my Pisceans where it's their person engaging in this behavior. One more shuffle here. Thank you. If it's your person, Justice, 8 of Wands, 3 of Swords, bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords. It's time to have the adult conversation about the 300-pound gorilla in the room. No offense to the third party. It's not what I was implying. Need to have a discussion. Something here in the connection is unfair. It's not just, it's not right. I've turned a blind eye to it for too long, just speaking like you. We need to recognize it. We need to understand the wound. Again, Three of Swords, here's another three here. Why is your person engaging in a third-party relationship? Is it that they want to move on from their connection with you? If so, it's time to have that conversation and be honest. And as difficult as it is, allow them the ability to be honest also and say, I don't want to be in this relationship with you. And it was just easier to engage in third party than it was to actually break your heart and tell you the truth. It's going to break your heart anyway, but you need to hear it. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person or a bad partner or the other person is better. Sometimes we just fall out of love for whatever reason. But it's needing to have the honest conversation about why the third party is happening, how it affects you, and how can the two of you resolve it. For some of you, Justice to Three of Swords, could be a divorce here if you're married. But staying bound up, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, a death card. I can't bring it up because it'll mean an ending. It's supposed to end. If you've moved on to someone else, or your person has moved on to someone else, even if you're physically showing up in the relationship, your hearts and dreams and desires rest in the comfort of someone else. You don't have to fear the ending of your relationship. It's already happened. Take it from someone who's been there. So really, really deep reading there. Obviously won't resonate for all of you, but if it does, it's time to have the honest conversation. You need to select who you want to be with and have the honest conversation and move forward. And if it's your person, you need to have the honest conversation. Allow them the grace and space to speak their truth, even if it might lead to an ending. But pretending nothing is happening here is not the answer. You have now become a willing accomplice to the third party situation because you're not acknowledging it and you're allowing your person to cheat. Even though you're sitting there going, no, I'm not. That's what he or she wants to do. But you kind of know it's happening and you're not addressing it. So now you're no longer the victim. I mean, you still are, but you become an accomplice to that Seven of Swords behavior. So either way, time to have a conversation about this. That was very specific reading. So if it wasn't yours, I apologize. Please check another placement, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And for those of you where maybe you're single, you're out of this third party, there's still a need to go within and heal what drew you to being in a third party situation, or what allowed you to stay in a third party situation for as long as you did. There's still a wound here in regards to third party, even if you're out of it now. So when the next partnership comes into your life, you don't ignore the red flags and find yourself again in a third party situation, okay? So if you're in it, you definitely need to have that conversation. If you're out of it and you're single, but you were in it, there's still something about needing to heal that wound so you don't repeat that pattern with the next person. That is what I have for you, my dear. Make sure you check out your other placements, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if this is where we part for now, I do hope you have a fantastic week. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Pisces, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.